Hello everyone and welcome to Ajiro Tech. Ajiro Tech. It's been a long time, I know, right? I know, and it's good to be back because now we're looking at February, March 2023 presentations. The paper is officially out, and same with the result. I want to say kudos to everybody who did well, to all my foreign students in South Korea, India. You guys are amazing. The results you guys sent to me, the A stars you made, and the A. I'm so proud of you guys. But now it's presentation, so let's dive right to presentation. February, March, with a course code of 04117 and a variant of 21. This is the only variant in paper 2. So let's dive into presentations, okay? All right. So I don't know about the evidence document, but I'll just get right to presentation, and is many of the series that I'll be doing right here. Okay, task 5, presentation. You're going to create a short presentation. All slides must have a consistent layout and formatting. Create a presentation of 6 slides using the file m23vision.otf. Now, notice when they tell you to create a presentation, they're not necessarily saying that you should create 6 slides. The slides have been created in this file and you are to import it. Okay, so let's do that. And the first thing I'm going to do right here is to open the folder. I've done that, and then I want to extract the source file. So I have the source file here. I'm going to right click on it and then click on extract all. And once I've done that, it has been extracted. Okay, so pretty much done. Now for students who are practicing at home, it's advisable to always create a folder and copy the extracted question, the compressed source file and the question paper to your newly created folder so that you can extract it, so that it's easier for you to locate the file in real time. Hope that makes sense. All right, so let's dive right in. So I'm going to open my folder that I've extracted, and I have it as, okay, M23 Vision, right? Yes, right here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to open my PowerPoint. Okay, open my PowerPoint, and once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is right here I'm going to click on open. Okay, and then I'm going to click on browse. So when I click on browse, I'm going to locate the folder. This is why it's very important that you create a new folder for yourself so it's easier to find. Okay, so for me it's right here in okay, I think yeah, it's right here, right? And okay, so this is it right here. Now it's going to show blank. Notice it's going to show blank. Showing blank is perfectly normal, right? So what you're going to do is, because the RTF, notice, let's go back to the question. The RTF is a generic file. So it simply means that it can only be opened with any available any software. So it's a generic file that can be opened with literally any software. So in this case, it's not a PowerPoint presentation yet. So what do? We change this right here and we change it to all files. And then we now have this, and then we can now look for the M3 visions and click on open. That's simple, right? And to some versions of PowerPoint, you might need to click on enable editing. Hope that makes sense. All right. Now, I said, unless otherwise instructed, the slide must display a title and a bulleted list. Okay. So, question 26. Make sure that your name, center number, and candidate number appears in the same position on all slides. Now, this is possible what we call the slide master. Okay. So this is what we're going to do right here on the view. We're going to change it to what? The slide master. To click now, we call this is the title bar, the menu bar, and these are your ribbons. So right here we have different menu bars. So on your view tab, you click on the slide master. So when you do that, notice that it's very funny when it comes to slide master. It's very, very funny. It's very, very funny. In fact, they literally want you to just skip the process, but hang in there, right? Because what is happening is that it takes you to the last slide. Now, these are called linked slides, right? So these are called linked slides. It simply means that they are linked to a parent slide. So if you go at the top here, you're going to see slide 1. This is what you need to do. You have to click here, right? Notice that you might not observe any difference, but yes, it is now on the first slide, because whatever changes you make to this, now let me show you what I'm talking about. Whatever thing you do on this slide, for example, I want to draw something like this, it affects the other slide. So all the slides are linked to it. Make sense? Okay. Now we have this. Now the third one, make sure your name, center number, academic number appears in the same position on all slides. Now what you do normally is this. Okay, don't do this. You're going to insert it. Don't type in here, right? Don't do that. So click on the insert tab, click on the header and footer, and check the footer. And once you've checked the footer, this is what you do. You type your name, of course, Ajiro. It's good to be back. Okay, space, A for Ajiro, N for Andy, and then 017, right? And 17 is for Kevin De Bruyne. That's his favorite jersey number. All right, okay. Candidate number will be 2023, right? And then once you have done this, you click to apply to all. Okay, a little ITK, you might not need to do this, but just show off, right? So Control A to select all, and right here on home, you can change the font size to like 18, and then make it black, make it bold. It's fine. And then the next one is format the first slide. So you're done with the slide master. Okay, that was all right. We're done with it. Check in. Okay, we're done with the slide master, and then we click on view and then change it to normal. You could do it here, or you could also do it here as well. You can just change this to normal right here. So whichever one you want to do is still fine, right? So I click to normal, and then we have this in the same position. Okay, literally in the same position. So your name space, your name comma space, your center number comma space, and then your candidate number. Okay. Now the next thing is format the first slide so that a title slide layout is applied with no bullet. So let's do that. So the first slide, this is what I'm going to do. In the layout, I'm going to click the title slide. Now notice that no bullet is attached to it, and automatically the title and the subtext are what center the line in the middle of the slide. This is what I mean. Click here, hold your shift, and click here. See, they're aligned, centered. All right. So that's checked, right? Question 28. Change the layout of the slide with the title, our top performing student, to a title with two placeholders side by side. So let's go to the slide that has our top performing students real quick. Okay, our top performing students. Okay, right here, right? And then it says to a title with a two placeholders side by side. What are placeholders? Placeholders are used to capturing text, imaging, chart, etc., etc. Okay, so let's do this. So right here, we click on the layout. There's a two places are side by side. So which is what? Comparison. Okay, which is what? No, not comparison. Two content, right? We're going to choose two content. Okay, two content side by side, because for the comparison it has another subheading. We don't want the subheading, so just two content. So I'm going to click this. This is what we have. Okay, now moving on. Using the file m23maxcom.csv. So let's open it real quick. m23maxcom.csv. You can close it and come here. It's open right here. So okay, Maxcoms. Now the CSV means comma separated value. Now because we want to create a chart, I'm going to save it as an Excel workbook. You just click on file. You don't have to put any name on it. Click on save as. Right here, click on the folder, the source folder where you need to save this on, and change the save as type to Excel workbook. Okay, and then click on save. Easy peasy, right? Now in between the A and 1, click here to select all the columns and the row, and in between A and B, double click on this so that every cell is the content of every cells are clearly visible. Okay, create a vertical bar chart, right, to compare the average marks for each subject except English. Okay, for girls and boys. to compare the average. Okay, so the overall average, okay, for girls, okay, except what? English. So this is what we're going to do. So we have this right here. Hold your control. Now I'm holding my control to select all. Sorry, let's look at it again. They said to what? To compare the average. So this is the average. So except English, hold my control, select this, except English. So this is done. And then again, the subject as well. Okay. Good. That's what they want, right? They said except what? English. So we'll compare the average for each mark except English. So that's fine. Now we'll click on insert, right on the bar chart, select the 2D column. That's what you want to do. Selecting what? The 2D column, right? So I've selected this. Okay. Now the subject names in full on the category axis. So we have done this. Okay. So that's the essence why we have to select it as well. But if you don't select it, it's going to show 1, 2, 3, 4. And how do you change it? You can still change it. All you have to do, right click and then click on select data. So right here, click on edit, and then you can now select all this. It's still another way to do this. Okay, so don't get, oh my god, you say, Jaro, I didn't do what you did, so what do? I got you covered. Okay, all right, that's fine. The chart title, average marks compared. So I'm just going to highlight this, copy, and right here, paste it, Control A, and okay, it's fine. Control A, Control V, a little bit of ITK. I know, right? Click on home, make this right here bold, so it's fine. Maybe I make it 16. Okay, that's good. Now the next thing is only the data values above each bar. Only data values above each bar. So click here. So you have your data labels, and then you change it to call out end. Okay, good. You click here back. The next one is a legend to identify the girls and boys. Okay, all right, I know what you're thinking. This is the average and this is the overall average, so we're going to do it again. Okay, so it's fine. So let me take this off. It's fine, it happens, and this is why it's important. Now the legend is to identify, and now you can easily go back to do that. So I'm going to click here and hold my control to select both the girls and boys. Hold my control to select this, to select this, to select this, to select this. It's fine, right? And then come to insert, and then you go to 2D. Fine, this is what is expected, right? Because of the legend, the girls and boys. So it means the first one was wrong. All right, so let's go ahead. See? And so I'm going to copy this as my chat title. Literally what we've done before, and Control A, and I'm going to paste. Okay, go to home, right here, bold it, and make this 16. Okay, then we have the data label, right, above outside end, good. And then again, now we can now select this. Okay, now there's a reason why they ask that the full name, the names in full on the category axis, because obviously when you're selecting for both of them, there is no space for that. So to do this, I'm going to click here, right click, select data, click on edit. Now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to click this, hold my control, select this. Okay, right, and then click on OK, and then we have this. Now, so if you check this, You see that in computer science we have 7980, math we have 9077, design technology we have 7879, and science we have 8279. So we have this for girls, the blue for girls, and then we have the orange for boys. So you can see this, right? So that shows you that these are correct. Okay, so that's done. Just a slight error there. Now on the slide with the title, okay, so we have this. Just to run through, the title is there. Okay, the legends are there above it. Okay, it's fine. So I'm going to copy this. Copy. Go back to the question. On the slide with the title, our top performing students, place the chart you created in step 29. Okay, in the right placeholder. Now format the table to format. They've given you how it needs to look like. So they said place it what, place the chart in the right placeholder. So this is what I'm going to do. Our top performing students, and I'm going to place it here. Just Ctrl V to do that, and it's automatically going to fit in here. Okay, just Ctrl V to do that, or you could click on it, right click, and then you choose how you want to paste it. Probably want to paste it as a picture, right? And probably want to paste it like this. Okay, so whichever one, I think that's fine. I think I'm okay with this. Everything is clear, so that's fine. Okay, the next one is place the content of the file M23 prices.csv in the left placeholder. So let me open it. So I'm going to save this. Click on file, click on save. Price. Okay, since we're not doing anything here, just click here to select all, double click here, and then we have this. Okay, so they said place the content of the M23 price in the left placeholder. So I'm just going to copy this, right click, copy, and I'm going to create a table for it. Now this is 1 2 3 4. Okay, 4 columns. How many rows? 5 rows. So let me come here, and right here I'm click on tables, insert tables. So this is 4 columns, 5 rows, right? Okay, then I can now place the content of it. Copy, then paste it. Nope. Select all. You have to select all first. Right click, and then you paste it. Okay, this is not looking good. Let's see. Select the first one. Yeah, the first one is better. Use destination team. So the first one is better. Okay. Now they say format the table as shown. Okay. Format the table as shown. So let's format this table as shown. Okay, so we have the years, subject, top boys, top girls. Okay. Now notice that it's a plain table, so it means there's no form of shading. So okay, so no shading, so no fill. Don't worry, we're going to add a border to it. It's fine. Let's change this to, okay, change the line, the border line, and click all borders, so it's fine. Let's see. Okay, then for the year, so I'm just going to highlight the first row, and then again let's look at this. Center line, home, center line. What else? Is center horizontally and vertically. See that? Horizontally, okay, and vertically. Okay. Now the next thing is to increase the font to maybe like 14, and it's bolded. Okay, so other ones are left aligned. Okay, so left align vertically. Okay, and then again, the way highlight everything, then the height of it, I'm going to change the height of it. We call this the shape height, right? The table height. This is distributed row, distributed column. So I'm going to do the distributed row so that it's going to be across. Okay, so maybe I do this, make it 16, good, and then check here. Okay, maybe this can be maybe 14. Okay, maybe 13. Now there are spaces in between. So let's see how that can be done. Okay, let's see again. Okay, so we have a space for each of the content. Undo, Ctrl Z. Okay, so this is just okay. With your mouse, just click on the first one, create a space. Okay, take it to the first text, the first character, space, space, nope, undo, space, okay, okay, okay. Let me see that. I think one space is fine. I think one space is fine. Okay, maybe another one is fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, two spaces. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Print the slide with the title, our top performing student, as a single full page slide, right? As a single full page slide. Now I'm going to save the presentation, right? It's important to save. Now I'm going to save it in the folder that I've created it. Okay. Okay, now I can save it this. It's fine. And I'm going to save this. So it's saved. Then I'm going to click on print. So I went here to click on file, click on print as a single full page slide. So I'm going to change this to Microsoft Print to PDF. You need to have your printout. Very, very important. Okay. Now, as a single full page slide, so I'm going to change this to what? To a full page slide. Now, there are two ways to do this. You can either change this to what? Print current slide, and it's going to print the only slide you are currently on. Now it's able to show this because I'm in that slide. So if I change it and if I change it to the next one and pick current slide, it's not going to work. So another thing, that this is slide 5. So if you click on file, click on print. If you want to click on all files, print all slides, you can change the slide to what? 5. Then you want to print what? Slide 5 only, and it's still going to work. Okay. Now once you're done with that, this is going to be what? let me call this printout 1, okay, or let me call printout top performing students, okay. So I'm going to click on print. Okay, I'm going to choose the location where I saved it. Okay, then this is going to be printout, okay, top performing students, okay, then click on save. The next one is print all the slides as handout with 2 slides to the page, each slide filling half the page. So to do this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on file, click on print, then I'm going to take this off, then I'm going to click handout of what? 6 slides. Let me see. Handout with 2 slides to the page. 2 slides to the page. So I'm going to choose 2 slides to the page, right? And when you click on 2 slides, each slide filling what? Half the page. So at the end of the day, you're having, 2 slides to a page, 2 slides to a page. Don't forget, guys, your date has to show the recent date. So it simply means that for exam conditions, you have to ensure that your date and time is at the current time that you're on and date, because it's going to reflect in your slide as well. And once you do that, you can print, right? So I'm going to call this printout handout of 2 slides. Okay. Now, once we are done with this, it's important to always check. Okay, check how your work has been. I have the first printout, top performing students. Open it to check that everything looks good in your end. Okay, check it to ensure that all the marks are, everything is dotted. And now this is another good thing. Probably you're wondering, how did he do it? Now they even gave you a sample of how the slide, how the chart is going to look like. Okay, which is also another benefit for you. So you can say, oh, when you check this, you can see that this is 82, 79. You say, oh, literally, so they literally did everything for you, right? And the next one is handout of 2 slides, and then you can just check it to see that everything is okay. Nothing was being modified. We left it the way it is, ensuring that the slide is consistent and your center number is consistent among all the slides. So thank you very much. And before I go, guys, before I go, there's something I want to show you real quick. And this is it. It's my YouTube channel called Ajiro Tech. Now, if you've not been here, trust me, this channel is a giveaway. Is a bonus. It's a blessing to every learner out here. It's kind of like a new channel, and the reason why I created the channel is to dedicate it to all learners, so that you guys can just find it easy at your own time, at your own pace, to just watch it over and over again and just get the very best. It's all sorted in playlist, so you could just go to the playlist section, go to the playlist sections, and then choose from people 1 to people 2 to people 3. Is all there for you to just have fun with. So do well to hit the subscribe button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye.